Okay, Bruce, go ahead.
Anyway, I was saying I went through a pretty rough patch there for about a year and a half, kicking cancer's ass. And, during that period of time, I guess you have two ways to go, one of which is fold your tent and wait for things to get better, and the other one is try to stay in touch as much as possible. And the analogy you guys use is the same one I use. Is I spent the last year and a half sharpening my axe. And I had joined 300 about the same time as I got my cancer diagnosis. And one thing you might notice is that in life, when you find people that, kind of think like you and approach things like you think they're geniuses. So I think you guys are geniuses because mainly, you kind of do things the same way I do, which is educating the client and letting them make an intelligent decision. So, listening and tuning into the conference calls, even though I sometimes got the same material several times, repetition just makes you better and better, and it, makes it second nature. When you sit down, you don't want a canned presentation. You got to have some give and take with the folks, and just have a nice conversational flow. The first appointment I actually had a chance after I finished my treatment was with, of all people, my radiation therapist, because like I said before, when you're getting chemotherapy, you're getting radiation, you're not doing a lot of marketing, so you better reach out to everybody you can talk to. And when I went in for the second meeting, it was fantastic because I'd already gotten the information from my therapist, and the second time I sat down, it was with her and her husband and her parents. And I was just tickled to death because I just thought this gave me so many more opportunities at one time. But I walked them through the process the way we're supposed to walk them through the process. And the second meeting is all about disclosure. And thank God she had some variable annuities. They had a variable life insurance policy. It was a thing of beauty. And they purchased them all from a person that they said was a friend, was like their well, he moved, but he used to be their next door neighbor. And after I went through disclosure, they were cussing this guy out. I felt so bad for him, I started to defend him. I mean, if they had a gun, they would have shot him on the spot. But anyway, walking them through the process after, I'd gone through, everything that we had printed out and gone through the survivor's guide and gone through titling and all, and going through that prior to even getting in the money, lets people know that you're really looking out for them and you really care about them, and you're looking at the big picture, you're not just there to grab money. And when it was all done, they just looked at me and they saw the problems and they said, okay, now, what do we do about it? How do we fix this? And interestingly enough, in order to fix it, they had to write two new life insurance policies and transfer an annuity. So the system just worked. It was a thing of beauty. And it is absolutely the way to go if you're going to build a really good practice. I just wanted to thank you guys for that.
Hey, Bruce, you're welcome. I appreciate that very much. I appreciate you saying that.